Congratulations and welcome to Ohio.
Thank you, my man. Thank you. You know, it's really exciting, man. We're super excited to get this thing going. I mean, first couple games so far in spring, you know, really doing our part, and just something we want to continue to keep growing, man. Keep that camaraderie rocking, and with a guy like Terry Francona leading your ship, man, you're feeling pretty good about your chances.
Nick, I am entering my 44th year in broadcasting. I'm positive. I've been testing my memory. Your press conference was the most celebrated, exciting press conference I think I've ever seen.
You know what? It's so crazy because, you know, the free agency process, I've never been through it, never really understood how it all kind of works out. So at the end, I was like, hey, let's just lay all the options out here on the table and let's kind of figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, I had Tito calling me every day, being like, hey, have you made a decision yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't made a decision, man. He's like, hey, we really want you over here. You know, him and Chris, man, what two great guys, man. And so we had all the options laid out. And next thing you know, we went on our little kind of tour to Cleveland. And, oh, my gosh, did they roll out the red carpet. My wife and I were talking like, hey, nobody else is going to do this. So, you know, for us to be back in Ohio, you know, for me, kind of where it all started, you know, I couldn't be more blessed and so honored to be wearing this uniform because, you know, it's about time we bring the tribe back.
You know, our show, we take calls every day from the fans, and I was telling the fans, I thought for sure you were going to go to Texas, if for no other reason because they lost Hamilton, Napoli, and Young, and I figured they'd give you an offer that you couldn't refuse, but so glad that you came back to your roots.
You know what? You know, we did. We had some great options, we really did, but, you know, the best place for us to be was here at Cleveland, man. You know, I guess I'm at that point in my career. I mean, it's going to be my 10th year. You know, I want to be happy, man, you know, and I've been so fortunate through my career. You know, I've been able to go to so many amazing places. I've been in Oakland, Chicago, New York for the past 4 years, and I've just had a blast. I just want to try and continue that tradition of just going out and playing the game that you love and doing it with a smile on your face.
Did you have an inclination the Indians were going to make another outfield move so you'd be moved to first base?
Yes and no. You know, after, you know, I was done, I kind of thought that was kind of going to be it. And, you know, Chris and I were kind of joking, saying, wow, if I knew you guys had all that money, we would have tried to dip in there a little more. But to bring over a guy like Michael Bourne just really solidifies that outfield, solidifies that leadoff guy, a proven guy, a tremendous player, top-notch guy. And not only that, you know, think about the other veteran guys that have been brought in. You know, a guy like Brett Myers, who pitched yesterday, did a great job. You know, Jason Giambi, you know, DH first base, you know, being a veteran leader in the clubhouse. Got a guy like Mark Reynolds, who has, I mean, I think he can hit 80 home runs in a season. That's the kind of power this guy has. So to be able to have guys like that to match up with the core group of guys that they already had here, you know, hopefully it's just going to work itself out.
I've seen so much of you throughout your career. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen you swing at a first pitch. Sometimes it's the best pitch you're going to see in the count.
You know what? Sometimes, you know, when you're not feeling as good, you know, a guy on the mound, you know, who's got great stuff. You know, obviously you don't want to be taking a 2 strikes in that spot because he's got stuff to put you away. But I think it's all in the situation of the game. You know, obviously nobody on, nobody out. You're down by 2. You know, I'm not going up there looking to hack at the first pitch because a 1-run homer is not going to tie that game. So, in a sense like that, you know, you really kind of think of the team aspect. So, for me, man, hey, I just go out there, play the game, man, and I've just been so fortunate. This is the only thing I've ever wanted to do in my life, and people are always like, man, you're so happy. Well, if this is the only thing I wanted to do and I'm getting to do it, I'm going to smile.
And for the most, you've never been seriously injured.
You know what? I take a lot of pride in that. You know, I've always taken pride in the fact that I'm on the field every day or do the best. You know, I've been fortunate throughout my career. I've only done a stint on the DL once, and that was my rookie year when I separated my shoulder and gave myself a concussion running into the wall. So I've learned a little bit about those outfield walls in the big leagues too. So for me, man, hey, I'm enjoying it, man. I'm having a blast doing this because this is a great group of guys in here, man, and I'm so happy to be over here.
The only thing that was missing in the press conference, I told the fans this, Nick, they didn't have a C on your chest because if anybody deserves to have that red C on that home white, it is you.
Man,
I'm going to tell Francona. I'm going to tell him.
Good, man.
I'm going to tell him. Seriously.
You know what? I've always been a believer in situations like that. All that stuff is earned, man. Those leadership roles, things like that, they're earned. And you know, I'm just excited to be the guy that's at least in that position to earn that. And to be over to here, man, with these guys, I mean, it's a great group of core young guys, man. And so there's a lot of veteran guys over here now, maybe able to spill a little bit of that knowledge and kind of bridge that gap.
And in conclusion, I'd be remiss if on behalf of the fans we didn't offer our condolences and deepest sympathy for the loss of your mom.
Appreciate that. Yeah, man. It was, it's just a tough time in general. And you just try to deal with it the best you can. It's really hit my brother really hard. Myself as well. But, when I get here to the ballpark and I get around my guys, it just takes all that away from you. You deal with that stuff when you go home, man. You do your own mourning. So for me, man, every time I come out here and get to put that uniform on, man, this is my release, and this is what she would want me to be doing. So to be able to be out here with these guys, man, they're making this hard and difficult time in my life a lot easier.
God bless you.
Thank you, my man.
Have a great year,
all right,
Nick.
Bro,
One and only, Nick Swisher. We're going to get him that C, I'm telling you.